Glock 17 Gen 6. Glock perfection, or did I just waste my money? Let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today we are out at the range, back at the ranch, and we have a surprise. Today, we are shooting a new gun. Don't you love the new gun feeling? Don't you love it when you get a new gun and you get to come out to the range for the first time? That's what we're going to talk about today. All right, guys, but before we get into that, seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. When I uploaded my last video, we had 566 subscribers. Right now, we're sitting at 1590. Yo, holy, yeah. I want to cuss, but this is a family show, so I'm not going to do that. Again, thank you guys for doing everything you have for this channel. Let's keep growing it. And again, thank you. It's been pretty awesome. Continue to do all the things like, comment, subscribe, share. Show, you know what? Actually, show this to a couple women. I'm looking at the analytics. It's all dudes. I mean, hey, listen, I know we like firearms, but I think we can all agree that we like women too. Hey, show your wife, show your girlfriend, show your significant other this channel, all right? Let's get some women up in here. Anyway, you guys are continuing to motivate me to get out here, to shoot, to get better at shooting, to keep the main thing. As the recently unemployed Mike Tomlin would say, you know, the standard is the standard.
You know how it is. If my aunt had male parts, she'd be my uncle.
That doesn't make sense in this context, but hey, we're out here having a good time. All right, what are we doing today? If you haven't been living under a rock, you know Glock just released some new hotness. And just like the consumerist I am, the idiot I am, I went out and bought one blindly. And today we're gonna determine if I wasted my money doing that. And once again, I'm calling on y'all. I need to know, do you have one yet? Are you gonna get one? Do you think it's even necessary? Are any of the upgrades that were made really that big a deal? Get in the comments, let me know. Now guys, I don't pretend to be an expert, okay? I am just a dude who likes to buy and shoot guns. So this video shouldn't be the determining factor if you go out and pick one of these up. But maybe you can use this video and a compilation of other videos to determine like, hey, maybe that's something I'm interested in, maybe something I want to try out, or you know what, maybe I'll pass. All right, so what's on the agenda for today? First off, we're gonna shoot. And then we're gonna talk about the differences between the Glock Gen 6 and the Glock Gen 5. And if any of those differences are important to you or something you may wanna consider going forward in your next purchase. All right, but we're gonna change it up a little bit today. Instead of me starting out talking and yapping a whole bunch, let's just get straight into shooting. So let's get on the range and let's see how this thing performs. All right, y'all, we are out here and we're gonna put the first rounds through my new gun. That's always fun, isn't it? I mean, who doesn't like doing that? I love doing it. And I want you guys to share this moment with me as we pop this Gen 6 cherry. I don't know if I should have said that. But anyway, the optic isn't even zeroed yet. So I wanted you guys to see the first rounds. I'm gonna put a mag through it and see how it runs. And then I'll zero it. I won't show that because that's boring. And then we'll run some training, we'll run some drills. But yeah, let's get into it. Need some ears, don't I? First rounds, Glock 17, Gen 6. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, I like that. Not gonna lie, I like that. And the dot seems to be pretty zeroed right now, but I like the way it feels. I'm not gonna lie to you. First mag, first 18 rounds, I'm liking it. Dot's good, actually. Might not even have to right now. Just keep busting. Let's go. Not gonna lie to y'all. First mag, I'm liking it. I like it a lot. Hey, y'all, you know what? Tip of the day, all right? Make sure you get you a good woman. My wife just texted me, I think you should become an FFL to get discounts on guns. Man, I knew I loved her, man. But she gets it. Or she's an enabler. I obviously have a gun addiction and she's just helping with that. So positives on both ends. We're gonna do the plate rack. Got 6 plates set up. I'm at 10 yards. Got the other camera filming it so you can see where I miss. And yeah, we're gonna do the plate rack a few times, see how well the gun transitions, and have a little fun. You know what I mean? shooting should be fun. So let's try it. 10 yards, 6 racks. 6 racks. 6 plates. Oh, bad grip. Bad grip coming out of the holster. 518, 7 shots. Not that great. Let's go reset it. See, also, this is why I love this range. Get the plate rack set up to where I don't have to walk down there each time. Just pull it back. Wow. 9 shots, 608. Yuck. Pull it. Damn, that thing cut me. Uh-oh. Damn. Just broke the whole thing. All right, I didn't break it. I just knocked it down. Oh, and a flinch. No slide lock back. 860. All right, so I've only had the slide lock back once. It didn't do it this one. This is a factory Glock mag. The only one that locked back with was this Glock mag. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go slower than I've been going, but I'm gonna adjust my grip to see if maybe I'm hitting the slide. And that little cage is either working or not working. We'll see. Lock back that time. Lock back. So I'm thinking it's more of a me issue with my grip riding that slide release. Oh! Jesus! Those 11 shots. Holy moly. All right, next drill. Drill dos. We're gonna do El Presidente. All right, so what this drill is, I'm at 10 yards. I'm gonna be facing uprange. On the beep, 2 rounds each target. Mag reload, 2 rounds each target. Now, this is more of like a battle belt setup or whatever you want to call it. Not like my competition rig. And we all know, if you've been following the channel, them reloads are terrible. This is probably gonna be even worse because these have more retention on the mags. And I promise y'all, I've been working on it, but y'all gonna see this and be like, damn, he ain't even practicing. Why are we watching? Keep watching, by the way. All right, so let's do the El Prez. And actually, easy. Can. We're gonna pull an audible right now. We're gonna try and shoot this Texas Star. I've never done that before. Red 80. Turbo set hot. Hey, I hit all of them. I mean, I guess that was a what? Well, I didn't set the timer. But yeah, I hit those, unlike Dak hitting CeeDee Lamb sitting at home in the playoffs. Ha, I'm sorry, I like football. All right, now, back to regularly scheduled program. I was a heck of an athlete back in my day. I don't know the time standard. Y'all put it in the comments what it should be, but I'll post up the hit factor after I do this. No slide lock back again. So on both of those, no slide lock back. That was a 903. I know that's not good, but let's take a look at the hits. 2 alphas, 2 Charlies, 4 alphas, 2 alphas, 2 Charlies. So I'm not upset with the hits. Time was bad. Let's run it back. Got a Glock 19X mag. We'll try with this time. On the William mag at lock back, 860. And I can tell you right now, the hits ain't all that great. 2 alpha, 2 Charlie, 2 alpha, 2 Charlie, left target, 3 alphas, 1 Charlie. Not too bad. Let's run it one more time and see how it goes. Ooh, shot got caught. No slide lock back. All right, no slide lock back both times. 841, 2 alphas, a Charlie, and a miss. Yikes. 2 alphas, 2 Charlies, and hey, 4 alphas on the left target. I'll take that one. Man, damn, I missed the whole thing over there. All right, let's do something else. All right, next drill. I think he calls it the stick drill. A really good shooter by the name of David Wampler. I think I'm saying his name right. She was ugly, said I couldn't read good. Anyway, I have 2 cardboard targets and a steel target in the middle. I'm gonna start on this side of the barrel, 2 to the cardboard, 1 to the steel, run to the other side of that barrel, 1 to the steel, 2 to the cardboard. This is simulating a wall right? You can imagine that in a competition that's a wall. So I'm gonna do that. He has a great explanation of his drill and what it's exercising on his channel. Go watch it because it's awesome. And yeah, we'll shoot it and see how I do. Did not see the dot at all on this target. So that's not good. 6 shots, 576. Look at the targets. 2 deltas on this one, yikes. Obviously 2 hits, and then Alpha Charlie. All right, shooter, are you ready? The equipment is, I'm not. That was slow. 616, man, I'm slow. 2 alphas, Alpha Charlie, 2 hits on the steel. So hear me out. I'm not blaming the gun, but again, if you know that Glock grip angle, you gotta angle your wrist up when you shoot a little bit, and I'm not doing that. So I'm slower to get the dot up as I have to move my wrist up. Again, if you don't like that Glock grip angle, you know, it's the same on this thing. .576, Alpha Charlie, 2 hits on steel. I want to go faster. That's what I want to do. Oh, man. 608, 7 shots that time. Alpha Charlie, Alpha miss. Oh, no. 2 hits on steel. Man, can't believe I missed that target. All right, last run. Can't leave the gym on a miss. And I ran the drill wrong. And I missed. I got Alpha, Charlie, 2 hits and a miss. All right, well, let's end the shooting portion of the day. It was a little fun. End on a high note, not like that last drill. And let's just do a mag dump because America. No slide, lock back. Huh. All right, let's go talk about it. All right, now let's get into some of the similarities and differences between the new Gen 6 and the old Gen 5s. So if you're familiar with Glock, you either love the Glock grip angle or you hate it. And if you hated it before, you're gonna hate it now. It's the same grip angle as before. As you can see, this is the Glock 17 Gen 5, and then this is the Glock 47. Grip angles are the same. Now, speaking of the grip, one of the first differences you'll notice, and as you can just see it between the two firearms, is the grip texture. I think Glock did a really good job of enhancing the grip texture. It comes up higher, and then they also have the little texture on where your thumbs would rest as you hold the firearm. I personally like that. I like that there's more grip texture on the grip, and it has like what's called progressive grip. So the tighter you grip it, the more grippy the gun gets. And so I think that's a positive. Is that worth upgrading for? I don't know. It is. I mean, I like it, but if you have a Glock at home that you've already stippled and done all that kind of stuff, you probably already have the grip texture that you want. So upgrading this might not be worth it if you have a gun that's already to your liking. Something else they've also added to the grip are slight palm swells. On my other guns, my PDPs, my CZs, I always change the grip modules out for more palm swell. I just have a little bit bigger hands. Well, not really bigger hands. I just got like these long alien fingers. But that extra palm swell I enjoy. Again, is it worth the upgrade? That's up to you. I'm not saying you should go out and buy it for the grip or the palm swells. It's not that dramatic, but it is an improvement. The next thing you can see on this firearm, sticking kind of with the grip, is the higher undercut on the trigger guard. If you look at this Glock this Glock 47, you can see that there's not much of an undercut here. But if you look at the new Gen 6s, that undercut is higher. And as I'm holding the gun and shooting the gun, I can definitely feel that. Again, is it worth upgrading for? I don't know, probably not, but I do like that. And then continuing with the whole grip and everything is this included beaver tail. Some people like beaver tails, some people don't. I personally do like beaver tails, so I do enjoy the fact that they put this on the gun, that it comes molded into the grip, so I like that. If you don't like beaver tails, you're not gonna like this because you can't take it off. Whereas the old ones, I had to put the beaver tails on there, you know, when I'm gripping the gun. So I like that it came with that. All right, as we continue moving upwards, you can see I have a Trijicon RMR on here. And what's different between this one and the Glock Gen 5s is the mounting system. The MOS system is gone. Now they have these plastic plates, and you can see that the optic sits a little bit lower on the gun than the old optics plates. The optics plates from the factory for the Gen 5s, the ones that came with the gun, weren't really that great, I didn't think. This is a forward control designs optic plate I have on this one. This one, these little plastic things that sit down into the slide, optic sits pretty low. And as of right now, I don't have any issues with it. So we'll keep shooting it a whole bunch and see if there's any problems. But right now, I don't foresee any problems. Maybe there will be, who knows? But again, I kind of like that they got rid of that MOS system and now it sits a little bit lower into the slide. And also something else you'll see a little bit of a raised, I guess, cage or whatever you want to call it around the slide lock. That's cool. I didn't really notice it. It wasn't a problem for me on the Gen 5. So if that's been a problem for you, if you grip the gun high and you have a problem with the slide not locking back, maybe that could prevent some of that. So again, that's another nice feature, nice upgrade. All right, so to some more of the bigger changes and something that I do notice a lot as I've been dry firing this gun and as we shot it out here today are the better slide serrations on the slide. As you can see, they're gradient and they're a little bit deeper. So on the lower portion of the slide, they're not as deep as they are in the higher portion. And I can absolutely feel that, and it is easier to rack the slide with these slide serrations. So that's something else I do appreciate with the upgrades on this Glock Gen 6. And if you are one of those people who takes your slide and get it milled to have better slide serrations, maybe you won't have to with this firearm. And lastly, the biggest upgrade for me is the trigger. It's still a Glock trigger. You're not getting a staccato. You're not getting a CZ. It's still a Glock trigger. But I do like the flat face trigger that you see here. Now, if you look at the Glock 47, this is a Glock performance trigger that I kind of upgraded into this gun. You can still see it's curved. No, decent trigger, nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I just personally like the feel of the more flat face trigger that you get with this, Gen 6. And in my time shooting it, this little bit of time shooting it and dry firing, I have noticed that this trigger is a little bit better than the prior ones. Again, it's still a Glock trigger. You're not gonna get anything crazy out of it, but I do think it is an upgrade from the previous generations of Glocks. Now, all those upgrades that we just talked about, is it worth getting a new one? Well, that depends. If you're a Glock fanboy, just kind of like myself, and you just want the new Glock, hey, I don't think this is a bad waste of money. If you already have a Glock that you've tricked out and you got set up the way you want, I don't know that these upgrades are worth getting if you already have a Glock that works well for you. So yeah, that's the Glock Gen 6 with its new upgrades. You guys, again, get in the comments, let me know if you think this is something you're gonna upgrade to, were the improvements really that much better? And just generally what you think of the firearm or what you think of Glock. And if you don't like Glock, get in the comments and tell me what you like, because I have other firearms that you'll see on the channel. But tell me what you think about this. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing, keep doing all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.